Alright, so every migrant has a story that most people never hear. Before stepping into the United Kingdom, many have already spent thousands of pounds on visas. Yes, on visas, health surcharges, English tests, document verification, and relocation costs, all in pursuit of a better future. You come here to work, pay taxes, support the NHS, fill in critical workforce shortages, and contribute to the economy every single day. So, this immigration lawyer shares a perspective that is touching, reassuring, and worth listening to. Whether you agree or disagree, the message reminds us that behind every visa application is a human being with hopes, dreams, and a family depending on them. So watch until the end and let me know what you think.
If you are British and you have been told that immigrants are a burden on the state, I want you to sit with these numbers. £20,379 for 2 adults and a child to come to live and work in the UK. Full taxes from day one. Paying double for the NHS, once in the immigration health surcharge and secondly in the taxation system. No benefits, no freedom to change their jobs, no safety net. That is not a burden on this country. That is someone paying a price to live in the same country that you have never been asked to pay. Before a legal immigrant starts work in the UK, before he earns a single penny, before he starts using a single service in the UK, how much do you think they pay to come into the country? Take a guess. I promise, whatever number you're thinking, it's more than that, what they pay. A skilled worker coming to the UK with one adult partner and one child on a 5-year visa pays £15,525 in immigration health surcharge alone. On top of that, they pay a home office fee of £4,854. Let's get these figures right. When you put the two together, it comes to £20,379 as the starting fee to pay before they have even set foot in the country. This is upfront. This is in full. No part payments, no installments. And according to a 2025 report commissioned by the Royal Society, the combined upfront cost of a 5-year work visa in the UK is 1,000% higher than the average across comparable countries. 1,000%. That is no joke. It's not double, it's not triple, it's 1,000% more than comparable countries. So the UK charges 1,000% more setup costs for a 5-year work visa than any of the developed world. And if the application is refused, according to the Home Office websites and according to the Home Office warning systems, there is no refund of the Home Office fees. Not a single penny. But let's say they arrive, they start work, they start living in the UK, and now this is where the narrative begins. Oh, these immigrants, they come in and they take our services. They become a burden on the state. So, what do they take? Or what are their liabilities? Let's start with the income tax. The first is 20%. Second level is 40%. Third, 45%. Seem familiar? Yes, exactly the same as anyone born and raised and living in the UK all their lives. So exactly the same tax as you. National insurance, exactly the same as you. 8% of all their earnings every month, every year. Council tax, exactly the same as you. Whatever you pay, they pay. And on top of that, they continue paying the immigration health surcharge, which means that they are paying for the NHS twice. They're paying the immigration health surcharge at the time of committing to come to the UK and making that huge payment up front. And then they continue paying while they're living and working in the UK and paying their taxes. And those taxes are used towards building the NHS. According to the Migration Observatory at the Oxford University, these workers contribute to NHS costs through the tax system in exactly the same way that every other UK taxpayer does. And then they pay the immigration health surcharge on top. Twice, every year, all the time while they're in the UK. So with all that being paid, surely they must get a lot in return. Of course, Reform talks about it all the time. Mr. Nigel Farage loves to talk about it, how much the immigrants take. So let's look at that. What do they take? Let me tell you exactly what a skilled worker visa holder is entitled to in this country. No universal credit, no housing benefit, no tax credits, no child benefit, no council housing, no job seekers allowance. Nothing. This is called the no recourse to public funds restriction, which is stamped on every single visa.